I have been blessed to wake up. By the way, there's some very sick people out here. 718-707-7771 called me at 8:25 p.m. And it's supposed to be a government number for housing authority and things of that nature. And it said that our building was, something with COVID, and I just wanted to put out a little warning. So I'm thinking that the government is going to try to use the fact that, well, COVID could be going and we can make laws to get you evicted. So please be mindful of your house rights, okay? These people are quite vicious right now, okay? Let's attune to the energy, but we're going to deeply explore beyond the shadow side. So I did a reading in a beautiful park in NYC, and I was blessed to have the wind, have my cards fly everywhere. And then I was worried, what happens if I don't have all my cards? I'm also starting to realize I don't need all 78 cards in my deck. By the way, I'm serious. Why did just some of my cards fly away? It was to help me heal. So I'm starting to see what happened here. I had gotten pretty reliant on reading cards. After I lost my children. And I'm being blessed with the ability to learn how to, just intuitively deliver messages without cards. I'm being taught how to trust myself without having all 78 cards. This is cool. Well, I'm putting them together is that when we are blessed with cards in the beginning, it's meant for us to be able to learn to trust ourselves and act with integrity with cards. And you get blessed with gifts beyond your wildest imagination when you have integrity. And get to the point where you will not actually need cards. But I will keep these cards to pass them on to my children. I wonder if all the cards are here though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna do pick a cards with the way it's being set up right now. So however many sets of 12 are here, those are the 1 second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 48, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 cards. No, 11. So someone stole a card from me in the park. That's not going to be good for them. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 pals. We're going to deeply explore beyond the shadow side. I am blessed to have met a beautiful Scorpio whose one of their contributions to the world. I said one of their contributions. They have so much to offer to the world. One of their contributions is being able to see people beyond the shadow side. Alrighty. And so, when you're able to see people beyond the shadow sides in a time where individuals are not practicing self-discipline, and for you to be around them, that means that your peace of mind is going to be impacted. And due to not practicing self-discipline, this is where the beyond the shadow side, if the shadow side is not given love, comes into play. And you have to have self-discipline, okay? So, I'm also going to pick an energy for each. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there were 6 pals, okay? Energy of pile 1. So, in one of my videos, I'm learning to date, and you guys are watching me, and I'm just sitting listening. And I started noticing red flags. And I started realizing if I have to barter my time with someone just to get them to give me peace of mind, well, give me quiet time, it's not going to end pretty here, okay? So, this is where, when you're like, wait, that's not it. That's not it. This is where when you're manifesting your soul tribe and things like that, you really want to pay attention to the red flags, okay? People will show you who they are. And after we got off the video, I got off the video, the gentleman was allowing his lack of self-discipline to erode everything. And I want to say I'm so grateful for everything happening quickly like it did, because before I used to just sit and wait for, well, is it gonna get better? There's red flags I noticed. Yeah, maybe pretty ahead of your time and things like that, but what I'm clearly seeing is you're calling someone back to back aggressively, and that right there is showing that because I like my privacy, I wouldn't really have much time. I had even thought about giving him the wrong number. That right there was why am I trying to give someone the wrong number kind of thing. I'll take into consideration those things. But then after we got off, there still was lack of discipline. And self-discipline is not something that, well, some people are just born with it and some people are not. Literally, people are doing what the fuck they want to do. And they're just basically, using the fact that the world got stuck in excuse land and scapegoat land for so long to get away with murder. But now that all that is catching up with everybody, people are really starting to get a taste of their own medicine. Now, we departed each other and things like that, the gentleman and I. But I could clearly see, so you're tapping into your beyond the shadow side because you want to. Now, your beyond the shadow side develops for protection, okay? Your shadow side develops to express something happened here that is not, was not of love. And it's really important that I become aware of it. So you'll have people say, don't express how you feel because they do not want to hear the truth they don't want to hear the truth. They literally abused you. Okay. Some people can say you're too sensitive. That's all it is. Well, if me being too sensitive and expressing the fact that I don't like that you are hurting me and denying my individuality, if that is a sin or you don't like that, well, you possibly don't need to be around me. And a lot of the times this started with our parents. So the fact that most of our shadow sides form with our caretakers is very disturbing. Now, one would say, well, that's just family. No, family is not conflict, okay? Family is not some fucked up dynamic where you have to watch your back in your own home, like you have to watch your back outside of you. You know, it just really makes me aware that our shadow sides have been developing in our own homes. Now, at first, when I was learning about the shadow aspect of oneself, I was thinking that's just normal. That is not normal. If you have a parental figure or a caregiver who is contributing to your shadow side forming, and they're trying to hold on to you for dear life, and they're trying to act as if what they have done in the past has not negatively impacted you, it's going to be very important that you work on forgiving them so that you can release them from your energy field. Now, what happens when, people are highly aware that they are creating some kind of trauma within you and they go above and beyond to keep triggering you so that you will look like that you will not be able to effectively express what's happening in the household? Well, this is where your beyond the shadow side forms, okay? You're going to start to notice that the person that is abusing you has a beyond the shadow side and they have been tapped into it. And you may start to wonder, maybe humanity just naturally taps into that aspect of themselves that naturally wants to harm others. You're beyond the shadow side has formed to protect you, okay? And that's something that you should only resort to if it's a life or death situation. If you have done everything that you can do to you got the law involved, you've had documentation, you've done everything that you need to do to alert people around you that something is not right, okay? And when you're dealing with narcissists, it doesn't matter if you bring their asses to court and you get justice. They won't see, oh my gosh, I just had an epiphany. I fucked up. The law has got me. Now I'm going to leave this person alone. No, a narcissist doesn't see things clearly. You can clearly be telling them the truth, and these people would be like, jail or no jail, I'm still going to target you. Now, your beyond the shadow side is formed to protect you. There are skill sets in this beyond the shadow side that will help you be able to survive even the most sociopathic of sociopaths, okay? Now, when you have someone not even taking the time to understand the layers of the buildup of their shadow side, and they just skip straight to the beyond the shadow side, and they're using their abilities to harm others. This is where we have fucking sociopaths. So what we're going to do is we have 6 pals, very meaty pals too. We're going to discover the aspects of our beyond the shadow side. Now, I used to think that the beyond the shadow side was okay, a like behaviors that are controlled by lack of self-discipline. No, let me tell you something. It's a choice to abuse and exploit the gifts of your beyond the shadow side. Your beyond the shadow side formed so you could literally survive in a world that is very toxic and dangerous. A world where you need to have skill sets based off your own unique individuality to make it. Because what someone else is doing, I could try to use that and that ain't gonna work for me. And what I'm doing, somebody else could try to use it and it's not gonna work for them. Like I stated in another video, rape, if you are not paying attention to red flags, is literally about to rise by 5%. Now, one would say it's just 5%. But think about it. If you got fuckers who are so sexually and lustfully charged, and there's obviously red flags there. That's why I'm so grateful when people get so comfortable that they think she's not paying attention. I paid attention and noticed when the gentleman just kept calling somebody back to back. You know, ignorance would have told me, he want to do that to you, you're different. But after having two men who said, I would never hurt you the way I'm protecting you from these people. I'm protecting you from these people by being a snake, trying to set them up. And then when it happened to me, I was like, yo, wait. I thought you wouldn't do that to me. So I started paying attention to the red flags. But then I also started noticing, let me pay attention to my own self. Now I did a reading in one of my videos. What's there beyond the shadow self? I did a reading. What's there beyond the shadow self? And what did this teach me? That my beyond the shadow self has a lot of fear, and I'm supposed to push past that fear and face it, even if I don't know what's gonna happen. Because my beyond the shadow self tells me that this fight or flight hormone has been activated within me, normally wants to hide. But if I hide, and we already live in a world full of predators who want to prey on the innocent, I have no intention of being being the predator, but I also have no intention of being the prey. So this is where we're going to deeply explore beyond the shadow sides. We have 6 powers. But this is also where you got to take into consideration. If somebody is just like, fuck self-discipline, I'm going to make it just seem like life being so hard. And the reason I'm acting so harshly and viscerally toward others is because this is what naturally happens when you have certain experiences. You got to slow down and start to notice the gaps in the story. Before someone takes their beyond the shadow side to a highly toxic, negative place, there is a whole bunch of signs from the universe. Slow down, child. I see you're combining certain things together to produce a certain aspect. You're trying to manipulate manifestation using the skill sets you have been blessed with, and you're hurting people. And you're wondering why you're not getting blessed at what you really want. Like, you'll be surprised. Some people get blessed with straight fucking money out the fucking ass. And they'll sit there and be like, I really wish I had good friends right now. And the reason they trying to make all that money is because they want good friends. But if somebody is not, oh yes, Ninad, Ninad. I don't want to get their name wrong. Music. They have a get rid of heart anxiety, by Neurobeat going on. So I'm definitely gonna get into that. So you should check that out. But the universe sends everyone hints and clues. This is your beyond the shadow side presenting itself. Now, your beyond the shadow side can be well balanced or it can be off balance. Now, it's off balance if you're just saying, fuck you, universe. I ain't paying attention to none of the goddamn signs you're saying. And I don't care. I know you're telling me that what I'm doing is wrong, but I don't care. So to hide my tracks, I'm literally doing everything in the whole goddamn book to act as if I'm something I'm not. But really, I just enjoy using the skill sets I've learned from being around a fucking monster to protect myself from people, because I'm literally afraid of somebody else hurt me. And I'm trying to play God in other people's lives, because if people actually knew that I feel powerless, boy, I'm afraid there'd be a fucking riot against me. As many people as I've hurt. This is what the person who is using the skill sets in their beyond the shadow side is actually thinking while they're hurting people. That's why if they feel very vulnerable with you, if you are empath, they hide that beyond the shadow side, like the self-destructive nature and like the destructive nature in general. They hide that shit from a lot of fucking people. But with you, they try to, if you an empath, and naturally pick up on it, they'll just be nitpicking with you, trying to get you to become undone, because they're afraid of, if this empath is exposing my insecurities and they're not even trying, I don't want others to know it. So imagine a world, nothing but full of healthy ass empaths, right? I mean healthy ones. All right? And you got one narcissist walking around, getting triggered everywhere. And they start trying to turn empaths against each other, trying to convince other empaths this is what it is. A lot of illusion magic. That's why, I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot of healthy empaths out here. I discovered that. I've walked past a lot of empaths who are aware of what's going on, but because there's a whole bunch of energy in their energy field that's not theirs, they do not clearly see what the fuck is going on, and they can be used to gang stalk you. So don't take that label empath like, but they're different. No, like, reptilians exist, and reptilians have empathic abilities too. Think about it. Reptile skin is so special. For a reptile to exist, to be able to feel things as deeply as they do, no wonder they lash out. Hypersensitivity. People may see a snake and think a snake just literally trying to find things to attack. It's in a snake's nature to constantly absorb information. Now, if a snake is your animal totem, that means you know a whole lot of shit. Everywhere you go, you constantly absorb information. Now, this is where the snake chooses its path. And most snakes have chosen a path of destruction of others and self. It's a choice for a snake to say, I'm gonna admit, yo, bro, I'm fucking frightened because I'm picking up on information and shit that is highly scary. How is it I'm walking past all these people and they're acting like everything's okay, but they are really suffering deep down inside? And if they had the chance, they would hurt somebody. And I'm starting to see it's not that they just, oh shit, I'm about to just skip a lot of steps. No, because I don't know. The universe literally has been giving them sign after sign. If you have a snake animal totem and you are kind, pure-hearted, you are deeply connected to the universe, okay? So you may have a snake animal totem protecting you right now. One that's not going to betray you, okay? But if you have a snake animal totem, you'll notice y'all basically lying to people saying y'all don't have no self-discipline, that life is so hard and life is so tough, man. If only I had it different. But what the snake is picking up is you clearly ignored what you didn't want to hear and see, and you went above and beyond to not understand something. And then you started hurting people. So the snakes that don't shed their skin, people that don't change and who tap into their beyond the shadow side are very dangerous. And without further ado, I'm going to light some incense, and we got 6 pals. And we're going to deeply explore beyond the shadow side, because it's not wrong with understanding someone else's shadow aspect. But if you don't understand your own, you can become prey to somebody else's. Now, the beautiful thing about exploring your beyond your shadow side self is you're going to understand the kind of spiritual warfare that's going to be coming your way. And you'll be able to develop a game plan to protect yourself from it. Now, if you happen to pick more than one pile for your beyond the shadow self, then that just simply means, you know, you got a whole lot of survival skills, right? There's nothing to look at as something's wrong with me. No, it's just saying you got a whole lot of survival skills. What you experience is valid. And if you don't validate your own experiences, well, you will continue to meet people who trigger that beyond the shadow side aspect of you. And if you choose to ignore red flags of others, and if you also choose to ignore the universe saying, hey, you about to get out of line, that's why a lot of people ain't gonna get blessed with music deals. A lot of people been manifesting music deals lately because they figure they'll be able to be loved. They want to be loved like the people that make highly influential, impactful music. They want to be adored. They want to be praised like people who make highly influential music. They don't care about music for what it really stands for. They're more concerned about, I just want narcissistic supply. So, empaths can be narcissists too. This is where this spiritual warfare gets a little bit more, I was gonna say complicated, but deeper. The average empath has been under so much stress. They either commit suicide, they either become like a tyrant, or they either rise above it. And this is where you have the Hayoka. The Hayoka rises above abuse. All right? The Hayoka says, well, you know, I do understand that I'm feeling a whole lot of stuff. I'm feeling my stuff. I'm aware of other people's stuff. And the experiences that I have are valid. But I'm also going to be honest about the fact that I can be a narcissist just like anybody else. This is how you can tell the difference between a narcissist and a Hayoka. Empaths that do not evolve, that do not shed their skin, they become like a very poisonous defensive like snake that's ready to attack because it's hypersensitive and it's picking up on this information. The information is distorted and they're seeing the information through the eyes of abuse that they experience. People don't lie when they say empaths are smart, highly intelligent, but you have empaths that are turning into narcissists. And this is going to be important to know. Because if you have children and you have toxic empaths who have not healed from codependency, they may try to get close to you, get to know you and your children so they can infiltrate themselves into your lives. And because these particular empaths don't actually have healthy boundaries, well, what comes with them? Whoever else is latched onto them. You may not know about it for a while, and then all of a sudden, it seems like a group of people that you did not fucking know just all of a sudden in your life. Now, some would say, I finally met my friend circle, my friend group. No. Here's what you understand. If you are not able to clear, if it seems like building with somebody and major steps were missed to build a firm foundation, that is a red flag. And you're going to know what those steps are specifically for you, okay? But if you just one day, if you around some people and it feels like one day I blinked and we all were here. The universe also gives us time and moments to understand how things are building and can build. And this is going to be highly important to pay attention to because you may meet somebody who is able to be tapped and tuned into emotional intelligence. And if they're still seeing through the eyes of trauma, well, an empath who becomes a narcissist is worse than the narcissist. Now, we're not excluding. We're not going to give the free pass to the narcissist. But what's happening is a lot of empaths have endured so much abuse at this point that they are becoming like the monsters that they have grown up around. And these monsters are scapegoating their issues on the empaths who feel like they're snakes who can't shed their skin. Now, if you're an empath and you feel everything and fear is just crawling through you, distorting the vision of love, and you have a poison well, but you can heal this yourself, but you have an empath who's not taking the necessary steps because the fear of that abuser is overwhelming them. You can't tell the difference between an empath or a narcissist at this point. So what that says is, if you happen to just feel like you blinked and you're around people and you don't know how it got to where it got to, there's steps. It seems like there's steps that were missed. According to how things need to progress naturally for you, this is a red flag, okay? about to deliver some heavy messages. If you're not ready for an unwanted spiritual awakening, you might want to get off this reading. But there's gonna be some heavy messages. It's really gonna deeply explore the beyond the shadow self, okay? Everybody has it. I'm no longer leaving timestamps. You'll see what you hear what you hear. You'll see what you see, feel what you feel. And that's just the healing that you needed. Don't feel like you gotta watch a whole pile. Don't feel like you gotta watch a video the same way, you may have watched the video. I'm not even gonna call mine picker cards anymore. I'm just gonna call you hear what you hear when you need to hear what you hear, okay? So we're gonna go to pile 1. Let's climb into the energy. All right, so the first body of information, the energy crowning your beyond the shadow side is the 7 of diamonds. So your beyond the shadow side has developed a fierce work ethic. When I say a fierce work ethic, you have a very beautiful sense of a deep sense of exploration, a deep sense of trying to get to the bottom of things. Like it's like a new zodiac sign that would be created from a Virgo and a Capricorn having a baby. You got the obsession of the Capricorn for perfection with the Virgo tendencies for high level keen attention to detail. Now, with this picture showing there's a light on, this means that your beyond the shadow side is extremely aware of the actions you're taking because you're probably really good at probability. Numbers is going to be something that you're naturally good with. And this gift that you have, when you are coming from a place where you're not taking the time to get down to the root of why you're working the way you're working, is this like you got to take into consideration, is the way I'm working, is this going to be beneficial for me as I age? Is this showing me, is this allowing me to age gracefully or allowing me to have an experience of aging where I'm saying my health is, you don't grow up too fast, you guys. After 30, it's downhill from there. And I'm the one that's teaching someone who's younger, because I feel like I've lost a lot of years in my life, that just because you age, that you're going to age disgracefully. Am I putting my limited belief systems on someone who is showing that, yes, they're aging, but they're aging gracefully. They look like they're getting younger. They look happy. And I'm trying to wonder and sit and figure out, how is it they're happy and I'm not? How is it their health is better than mine and they eat what they want? How is it they seem to attract people that they feel good around? And how is it I am bartering my time and energy for to be around people who don't actually take the time to get to know me? And why is it I'm trying so hard to build an image of perfection when all I really do is want to relax? So the energy crowning this beyond the shadow side is this is where you're going to have to be mindful of harsh self-criticism, because harsh self-criticism may show up in the form of OCD that has formed from PTSD. So imagine PTSD plus OCD combined, okay? So let's just say if this beyond the shadow was a baby, this would be a Capricorn plus Virgo mergence with a little bit of Taurus energy. Not too much Taurus energy, just a little bit, because you don't want to underestimate Taurus energy. Taurus energy doesn't have a chill, okay? And then when it's in the shadow, don't have a chill. So this is a very obsessive energy that's like, I'm going to find what I'm looking for. Red. All I see is red. Okay, I know exactly what I'm doing, but because others aren't paying attention the way I'm paying attention, I'm about to basically, leave out certain aspects of information and details so that I can fool people so that they can think, well, what I'm saying is true because I'm speaking in such great detail about it, but with lack of integrity. Obviously, what I'm saying is being used for my own greater good. So this is where you have to take attention to your beyond the shadow side, okay? This is where you're going to notice with this baby that's made of a little bit of Taurus energy, a lot of Capricorn, which is a lot of obsession, but the obsession for perfection. And then you're going to have the Virgo tendencies, attention to detail, with just a little bit of Taurus energy, and it's just this drive to keep, Taurus is like to be stimulated. There's a sensuality here. So there's a lustful energy. So this type of exploration beyond the shadow side is originates from a lust driven need. Now, when you also combine the other aspects that we discussed, part of this, I said it was, we did the zodiac signs. I feel like it's gonna come back up. This beyond the shadow side is the kind of is if someone is choosing to be a sociopath and they get a naive empath who's just like, I accept you as you are. It's okay. They're gonna be like, shit, I just hit the bank. I can do some crazy ass shit and get away with shit. If you an empath and you're kind of like, yeah, I see the red flag, but I feel that maybe it'll be different if you're with me and I accept you as I hope someone accepts me, even though I haven't accepted myself completely. I feel you'll treat me differently. No. Basically, people show you how they treat themselves, y'all. And as an empath, this is where you're going to have to admit it feels uncomfortable walking away from these people. But like, people are at a place now where they're beyond the shadow size. Is if people can get away with fucking murder, they going to do that shit. So this is what you need to be mindful of with your beyond the shadow side. You are attracting people with this same beyond the shadow side. Don't look at it as I'm a bad person. No. Somebody who says, I got all this information and I'm gonna use it to abuse and exploit it. This is a fucking sociopath. But you just being simply aware of, if I do not, be honest with myself, that this is my temptation. This is what can happen if I allow my temptation to get too ahead of me. And this is what can happen if I try to justify what I've done, knowing that it ain't right, by leaving out certain context, details, and clues in communication. I'm causing confusion. Okay? So you may notice that you meet narcissists like this. And this is because you've had experiences with narcissists like this. And it's important for you to keep your own checks and balances, because you can become a narcissist just like this. It's important for us to always be mindful that we are no better than anybody, and there's nothing wrong with our flaws. And one of the ways that with this beyond the shadow side, you can become a narcissist is trying to be a perfectionist, okay? All right, we're gonna get into the cards. So and whoever is trying to send me a whole bunch of fuck shit, keep sending it. You know, honestly, at the end of the day, I'm gonna laugh because y'all the one gonna have a fucking mental breakdown. Every time I tend to speak truth, people be like, shut up, man. I just want to look at you. Why don't you just look pretty? Well, I get bored doing that. You know? Mama just look pretty for your ass. I'm gonna spit that real shit. So you want to sit here and watch. But after you hear the truth, ain't no coming back from that shit. So if you a narcissist, please welcome to the motherfucking channel. I love fucking up your ego. Gets me off on. I mean, I really get off on fucking up a narcissist's ego and having them run back with their tail between their legs. But because a narcissist is a narcissist, they still gonna act like shit. Yo, we in charge and we large. Nah, you ain't in charge and you ain't large. You feel small and vulnerable. So if you want to watch, go ahead. I ain't even got into the piles. I need some thick ass piles. Now I picked these piles in 12. One has 11. Okay. The 12 piles, that means there's a Judas among you. So if you pick piles with 12, you want to be mindful of how the spiritual warfare will show up. It's going to show up in the form of a Judas, okay? A Judas is able to get close to you, reveal information about you so that others can, oh yeah. So this, you know, we're going to trip up somebody, but they're going to try to use information against you. And with this energy of the 7 of diamonds here, marking your shadow side, you're beyond the shadow side. If you pick this pile, you really want to be highly aware of this shit, because the Judas among you is going to be like, I'm going to get some information about this person. If you're someone who's abusing the 7 of diamonds energy, you're going to attract people who abuse that shit too. But if you somebody that's like mindful of your 7 of diamonds energy and you're like being honest with yourself, you're going to be good and you're going to attract just as highly intelligent people who on some same shit wavelength like you. Now, a lot of people in the 7 of diamonds energy, they want to attract high vibrational people. However, they can't. So that's why they resort to a lot of manipulation. Really, a lot of narcissism originated because they want to be around good people, but it's in their nature to just constantly fuck shit up. So you'll notice if you're a good-hearted person, if you on the light spectrum of this beyond the shadow side, you got a whole bunch of snaky ass bitches trying to get close to you. A whole bunch of snaky ass niggas trying to get up in your sexual energy. Shit like that. Right? And
because they don't know how to just stop, you gonna learn some good ass boundaries. So one of the light aspects of the Seven of Diamonds energy is you're gonna have some good ass boundaries. People gonna feel like they can't get next to you. And this is where the motherfucking Judas will come in. All right. I like to light multiple incense, and it's such a beautiful ritual for me because it allows me to just be. Like, I feel like I'm walking incense myself at this point, how much incense I be lighting. Like, just to savor the swirling smoke and to just sit there and look at it is beautiful. So some advice for you guys if you chose this particular information packet. Be still, be quiet, enjoy the moment. Because all the information in the world is not going to get you what you want. Like, it's such a private moment for me to light incense, you know? Like a ritual for me. So I love lighting my incense. All right, we'll get into the cards if you chose this particular information packet. We have the Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Fool, the Sun, Eight of Swords. And so what I'm picking up already off gate is that this Beyond the Shadow side forms from a very innocent dynamic, okay? If you pick this, you possibly have had a lot of difficulties. It seems like, yeah, with that Capricorn energy I'm picking up, you have to definitely work a little bit harder than the average person, okay? And so you can fall into the habit of comparing yourself with somebody. This is where you have to be mindful. This is where you will start taking shortcuts and trying to use that gift of persuasion to get people to go support you. Okay? However, if you learn to accept that I can become quite impatient, I'm very ambitious in this matter, you will be able to get rid of your Judas. This is going to be important to know. So if you can accept that you're ambitious and that you can be naive, this allows you to be humble so your spirit team can be able to communicate with you clearly. Because if your spirit team is not able to communicate with you because you feel I have so much attention to detail, I can clearly see what's taking place a mile a minute, I'm going to, play God in this situation. It don't end up pretty for you. Because this is where you attract the Judas. Now, the Judas is going to come into form with this Three of Pentacles and this Three of Wands right here. It's going to come in the form of someone who says, I'm on your same team, I support you, we have so much alike. This Three of Wands is telling me, just as influential as you are, this person is. It's like this person can speak spells over you, so where you will start investing into something that honestly, you will look back and be feeling like, I feel like I wasted a good chunk of my time and my resources on something that is not panning out right now. And this is where, after you have attracted a Judas, if you still choose not to be accountable, you'll start trying to place the blame on someone else, okay? So it's important to understand that accountability keeps Judases away from you. Accountability allows you to be able to not allow your ambition to get the best of you. Okay, it's gonna be very important to know for the upcoming days, especially with summertime coming. All right, if people notice that you are so ambitious, that you are willing to win at all costs, they're gonna feel like you are the team to join. Because if you want to win that bad, in hell, you probably gonna win. The reality is you're not. You just attracting a whole lot of karmics with a whole lot of baggage who have a lot to hide, okay? Here we go. We got the Fool card, and we got the King of Cups. What this energy is telling me is that if you are so ambitious and you willing to win at all costs, and you're beyond the shadow side, people gonna see you as a brand new opportunity. And also with that with the King energy, the King of Cups, I'm actually going to pay attention to these pictures. So if you pick this particular information packet, people can clearly see what you are about to become before you can see yourself, okay? They may see that it's an unorthodox way of doing things. This is why people will try to get close to you to understand your methods. They still won't be able to understand it. And this is where we have the King of Cups coming in. This is where light and shadow aspects are going to be present. It starts off to get you to lower your guard down in a light aspect. The King of Cups in a light aspect is someone who is compassionate masculine energy. This can also be a feminine with compassionate masculine energy. And if it's coming from a place of trying to get information out of you, it's so that you can feel safe, but also feel like your voice is heard. This is where it becomes shadow, because it is no, not humiliation, but the goal is to humiliate you long term. This is manipulation. Now, even though this King of Cups is upright, you can be the most wisest person and have a youthful look. And people who literally see where you're going before you're going will try to latch onto you, try to help you feel safe. Most of the time, if you're in this Seven of Diamonds energy, you're mostly overworking so that you can maintain your safety. You had a sense of safety that was compromised. And if people can see that you are in a state of hysteria about trying to win at all costs, and they see where you're going before you're getting there, and they do not want to do the work, they're going to try to latch on to you. And then they're going to try to become parental figures in your life by going by the old patriarchal system and shit, okay? This is how the Judases in your life will show up. Then we have the Eight of Swords with the moon here. So with this moon card here, this is telling me that Judas in your life will they will try to enmesh themselves in your life like a mother is enmeshed in a child's life, okay? They'll try to come in like, I am a person who wants to protect you, and this is an open door policy, but they want to bind themselves to you like a child is connected to the mother figure. Now, this is some kind of really distorted feminine energy, whether it's masculine, but it's some very distorted feminine energy. This is like binding through moon magic. This type of magic is done on a full moon. So you may notice the Judas in your life, you're getting really close with them. Oh, we getting close. And this seems to be. You may notice that you're extra close with them after a full moon. It's because that person is doing a lot of active moon magic on you. They're not respecting the other phases of the moon, but they're definitely utilizing that full moon. So this will be done in secret. This person will, the Judas in your life will create a scenario that I'm this person. So this 8 of Swords here comes from the fact of thinking this person is this person. But when you find out later what they were doing behind the scenes, there's a part of you that's like, but they can't be this person. They have to be this person. And it takes a lot of mental work. If you have this 7 of Diamonds energy in your energy field, to release old belief systems that don't benefit you. It takes a lot of mental energy. But it's going to be important too, because it comes from this 8 of Swords is saying, I really believe this person is this person. They showed me this. No, that person just took the time to show you what made you feel safe. We got the Moon card here. Come on. You don't want to. There's a lot of hidden shit going on. So in this time, if you hear this particular message, a lot of information is about to come up connected to ideologies and associations you have with certain people, places, and things. You're going to start to notice you have less anxiety. You're going to trigger a lot of narcissists, and they're going to become, they're not going to like being around you, but they're going to still try to be around you. It's this backwards type energy where I do not like how such and such is making me, but I like their vibe and the fact that they get attention. So I'm going to try to see what such and such is doing. So if you don't like aspects of this shit, then you understand how the Judas is going to try to come in. They can sit there and hate your fucking guts, and they'll still just be like, this person going places. And I'm going with them. Even though you just like, what? It went from you being a toxic father figure to you trying to become my mom. Once again, we have emphasis on this nurturing energy. This person wants to set you up. The Judas in your life wants to set you up. If you the Judas, all your shit getting exposed, boy, yoy. Boy, yoy, yoy. Boy, yoy, yoy. Actually, no, all the cards is here, but you just got an extra card. Okay, so if you are the Judas, take what resonates with this information packet, all right? Somebody about to give it to you. I'm hearing X gonna give it to you. We about to bring it to you. We about to take it to your motherfucking door. Okay, I just add a little extra to that shit, but somebody picking up on what you doing, and they about to free themselves. If you want the light aspect of this spectrum, of this information, you're about to realize that a lot of the beliefs and associations you have connected to things, people, places, and things isn't true. And you're going to be having a new way of looking at things. And people from the past who try to hide a lot of what they was doing to you, they're going to be thinking, you won't try that thing again because it's associated with me. I'm connected to that memory, that thing. Like, let's say somebody gave you a doll and the shit was haunted, right? And you like, why the fuck would you do that though? Well, you may discover you want to get a doll and you like, well, what if the same thing happens? And find out it doesn't happen. Somebody just put a lot of negative fucking energy to a doll. Let's just say whoever was doing some sneak shit in the background with the moon and the Eight of Swords, they about to be having nightmares out the ass. You know, if you want to break a narcissist down, they break down when they're not able to sleep. Nightmares break a narcissist down. They got a lot of self-discipline to make it look like when they're awake or something they're not. But they tell the truth in their sleep, especially when they got nightmares. That moon card and the Eight of Swords tells me somebody's about to experience a mental breakdown. And we go back to attention to detail. If you want a good receiving end of karma, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you in this Seven of Diamonds energy and you manipulating shit, because you strategically left out information for others so that you could deceive them and be deceptive and get away with it, well, you about to have a mental breakdown because you gonna miss the signs of a mental breakdown happening. But I noticed all the people that try to get me to have a mental breakdown in public, they thought they just put fear out and use technology and the resources that they had to, well, you got a whole organization going up against you. We gonna win. Only for me to discover and slow down. You missed 3 steps here. And people can trace this shit. So this is where you're gonna start to notice. We got this Seven of Swords and King of Swords. This straight narcissist. Whoever is the Seven of Diamonds that you're dealing with, they're showing you why it's important for you to stay humble. They're going to believe their own lies. And you've been asked to be extremely authentic, okay? The King of Swords, when he's not a narcissist, is extremely authentic. He can be cold at times, but he understands why he's cold and closed off to people. The King of Swords can be... The King of Swords knows that everybody don't like him. So why would a King of Swords be in a Seven of Swords energy? Because they simply want to be liked. Now, if you have the King of Swords energy who's trying to be liked by everybody, you got a Judas among you, bitch. You got a Judas, bitch. And something gonna happen on the full moon. I believe they're gonna have a mental breakdown on the full moon. Somebody that's been fucking with you been doing a whole lot of shit so that you could appear mentally unstable, if you hear this message, they gonna basically, you know what? So what I'm picking up, the person has been doing magic on you, trying to bring them, like basically force you to go to them. They've been getting away with doing magic on you on a full moon for so long. Well, they think they've been getting away with it. This full moon coming up, they about to lose their shit. All right, we got 5 of Wands and 2 of Wands. So what this tells me is, if you pick this information packet, you have a Judas on your hand. You have a Judas on your hand who's been so strategic in seeing how to get close to you, that if you had a death on the now, I'm starting to think, I remember I was doing a reading earlier, and there was a cab that said death on the Nile. This is the Nile River flowing with blood. 5 of clubs. Then you got 2 of clubs, wands here. So what I'm picking up here, if you chose this information packet, you're discovering the duality of yourself. And you got people watching, they can't figure you out. So they just sitting there watching, trying to get an understanding of how you move. And a person who betrayed you is hanging around people that's basically been invested into them so that they can take them out. Death on the Nile. I don't know if that shows about like drug trafficking, but some narcissists that you know who are so concerned. Also, what I'm picking up, the narcissist I'm thinking about, that I'm channeling. This narcissist really just wants to be loved, but they don't have boundaries, so they get hurt a lot. So they took it out on you because you accepted them as they were. This person taught you to have good boundaries. This person taught you to have standards. Because when you met this person, you didn't have standards. This person also shows you that you were a very powerful healer. Also, this person is definitely in competition with you, watches you. They want to manifest much faster than you. So they got involved into some very dangerous shit, not realizing that there's a Judas among them who has their eyes set on you. Your glow up is quite fascinating to a lot of people. That's why a lot of people watch it. They don't understand it. But whoever it is I'm channeling is working with a Judas. And there's going to be some deaths take place among a group of karmics. That's all I got for that particular information. And they gonna try to cover it up. So you ever notice those movies where, and I remember this feeling I used to get when I would watch movies and I didn't understand what narcissism was, and somebody from a very toxic relationship would end up dying in a horror movie, and I would be like, why? I wish they didn't die. Well, it's going to be something like that. They're going to be a karmic connected to a karmic and a relationship. And they're going to be thinking, excuse me, my karmic lover said they were going out for a little bit, right? Why ain't they came back yet? And when they go to ask the people that their karmic lover associates with, where is my person? They're going to be a whole lot of cover up to say, oh, they decided to go out of town. And the person will be like, well, we don't have the healthiest relationship, but I ain't gonna let them know that. Okay, I mean, I knew that, but the person gonna act like they know, but they ain't gonna know. And there's gonna be this mystery. What happened to my person? Well, you got a whole bunch of karmas trying to cover up some murder. The Nile River cleanses itself. So for that picture to have blood in it, any evidence that of that person's murder will be very hard to find or not found at all. So take what information resonates, okay? But somebody got involved into some shit they've been trying to get out of, and they starting to realize they can't just say, I'll pay you back all the money that I owe you, and let's just wipe our hands clean of this. The people they fucking with, like, you know too much. And I know how you get when you get scared. You start talking. This person I'm picking up who might have a mysterious death and nobody will be able to figure it out. It might show up as if they abandoned someone or somebody. People gonna start talking, but not really be able to put it together. This person would have been set up strategically to look as if they flighty anyway. You know, shit like that. So when the people lie and say, he decided he just, or she just wanted to explore themselves, picking up on the masculine energy though. People gonna be like, all that person had to do was talk to me, man. They didn't have to do all that shit. Well, if you heard that, you heard it. So the last three cards to end your beautiful message with is Eight of Clubs. You might be receiving some type of written documentation about a person's murder or disappearance on a waxing crescent moon. Okay. People are going to be doing investigation with the Empress here, are going to be doing investigation on this person after a little bit of time has passed. And people who are experts in criminology, who are free of bias, may even be investigating you because this person was connected to some horrible shit. And they gonna notice that you're showing up as the Empress, you know, well-moneyed, things like that. Really, when they say well-moneyed, you take care of yourself. You easily attract shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to possibly be doing investigation on you because it would seem as if you'll be the perfect person to do it. All right? Just know if someone is trying to frame you and you chose this information packet, your name will be cleared by a waning crescent moon. Because you're going to be showing up not as this snake here, but you're going to be seen as a person who attracts snakes, and you simply left the snake behind, okay? With this Sun card here, a lot of this person's skeletons in the closet will be highly exposed. And I have some narcissists who are getting triggered. Brian Hahn, Marco Hudas, Camilla Calm. That's probably not even your name. No one gives a fuck. I got a whole lot of karmics getting triggered because they like, we're smart as shit, we're hackers. That won't happen to us. let's just say new beginnings come from endings, okay? It's not a good idea to watch my channel and not expect your life to change. Your life will change drastically. But just realize that as investigation will be going on about this person, you and everybody connected to them, they're going to see that you attract a whole lot of deceitful ass people. And there's going to be a lot of shit revealed about this person's skeletons in the closet. Your name will be cleared, and something's going to be given back to you if you're watching this, okay? If you on the right side of karma. But if you on the fuck shit side of karma, it's like, as I was saying, you know those movies where somebody's lover disappears and they think it was a lover? Well, in this case, it won't be the ex-lover or lover that killed them. It actually, but for this particular person, it might be the lover that they're with that set them up. If it is a masculine and this person is just super toxic and on the outside surface, they make it look like I'm such a good person, but their lover doesn't feel safe and secure with them, the lover possibly set them up. Possibly having relations with people they're closely working with so that they could get this person done and over with, because someone from your past, well, a lover connected to a past lover of your past realized, I'm not going to be able to walk away from this relationship freely. People, also someone from your past, people starting to see there's no reason you would have left the way you did. People from your past is watching you. They also realizing there's no reason the person who chose information packet one would have left the way they left. Someone took something that you love from you. In no words, the thing that they took from you loves you. Okay? This person tried to turn whatever it was against you. They tried to turn this thing against you, but it only made them love you more. Develop a deeper understanding for things that are different. But whoever it is they got connected with really wanted to be loved. And they thought that you were loved by this person because basically this person was feeding off of your self-love. Coming out in the public, making it look like we're a happy couple. But the reality is you was getting hella abused psychologically. For some of you physically. And now this person's starting to realize they with somebody who fucking crazy. Like a Joker type mentality, bull type shit. And they ready to walk away, but the person not allowing them to. I mean, they not. They got to set up so this person is consistently being gang stalked, constantly in conflict. If the person want to leave, the person like, no, you're not leaving. And when you let this person go to the wayside, this person abandonment issues like really fired the fuck up. So when this new person got with them, well, they decided this person ain't leaving me. Trapped them with a baby. And so somebody is trying to take justice into their own hands. They're setting up a karmic ex-lover who refuses to let memories of you go, but they can't get access to you. So they just sit there and pine over you. The ex-lover that you left behind, their current lover, is planning and plotting their death. So you got a household full of people that's willing to kill each other with kids. So I'm putting this information out because you need to understand the animal and man is a motherfucking beast. So you being advised to keep your nose clean, mind your own business, stick to your own shit, and keep it pushing. Because if you do hear from this person, if you have open communication with them, they will try, when this person ends up mysteriously missing, they'll try to link you to be the person who killed the person. Okay? So that's why you're being advised to continuously be authentic, create the way you create, because when this person ends up mysteriously disappearing, people gonna feel the effect of their death. They're gonna be like, oh shit, where is such and such? The ex-karmic lover that abandoned you and you just finally said, I'm not chasing after you, I'm done. I can't do this no more. While you getting better, they getting worse. And the people around them do not like them at all. This person is they are among nothing but Judases. That's why I got 13 cars. I was thinking, why this pile had 13 cars? This pile has 13 cars because it's saying that you are people's karma. Anyone who has done you dirty and you're walking in your north node, they get that karma. There's no denying it. If you are walking in your north node and people try to stop that, they get karma for that. So you don't have to worry about being staged and shit for the murder. It's going to be a whole bunch of evidence showing that you didn't do it. But the people around this ex-lover do not like this person. This person likes to kiss ass because they're afraid of these people that they're around hurting them. This person will try to get in contact with you. They're going to try to create fake pages. This is their way of crying out for help. Help me. Will you protect me this time? You protected this person before, okay? This person came with so much shit. When y'all had peace, they disrupted the shit. They got a whole bunch of people involved to fuck up your peace, so you freed yourself from this person. This person is going to try to reach out because they're like, help me. Do not entertain this bullshit. I kid you not. Because literally, every time this person comes in, like you allow this person into your energy field, all they do is bring you drama with a cute face. Okay. They may say, I can get you this and buy you this, but there's death money. This person also wanted you to experience that death. They wanted you to die and they wanted to feed off your energy. They wanted to be protected in your energy and get the things that you get. So this is what you got to take into consideration. We have spirituality combining with criminology. So if you are a medium, business is about to pick up. When I say business is about to pick up, boom, bada, bam, create some energetic boundaries of what spirits you allow and how you allow these spirits into your safe space. You know what I'm saying? And if you do decide to start a business where you interact with the dead, make sure you ante up your protection, because this is a time where anybody who has been oppressed, they are going to be trying to get people to like hear their stories. This is kind of like on some shit where you may have somebody call you saying, I want to work with you. You may go to a house that looks normal, but the energy's off. And the spirit would have did everything they could to get your attention by getting these people's attention. And these people probably wouldn't have believed in the medium, right? And you come into their vicinity, and it's like, you can tell the spirit did a whole lot of shit to get your attention through somebody else. This is where it's going to be very important to use discernment, because with criminology picking up, some people getting criminology degrees and some people starting whole ass businesses based off of criminology. This is where mediumship is, you need to ante up your protection if you're a medium, because you may have people from your past who are dying left and right trying to reach out to you. Now, this is the age of Aquarius, or when they say it's deadly, it's not deadly if you love and light. It's deadly if you a dark worker, acting like a light worker. Before, evil-hearted people just kept living and living, living and living. However, the morality rate is going down, so evil-hearted people won't be dying early. Within 3 years, you're going to be noticing a lot of deaths taking place among karmics. And this is where criminology is going to be something where you may be called to use your gifts to help people. You may be wondering, it's a bit overwhelming, understand? No, it's not just overwhelming. There's layers and levels to it. You're being built up for something. So you're going to be noticing you have a whole bunch of psychic abilities. Like there's a show called Medium, and there's a show with Jennifer Garner in it. Okay? These beautiful hearted, beautiful soulful women are gifted with the mediumship. They're gifted with mediumship. And instead of sitting back and letting fear of others judging them, you're going to notice that you're going to be so well received in your mediumship. Any accusations that you're crazy or this and that is about to fly out the fucking window. So be patient, because while you got karmics dying out right now, do not link up with them. They karma so bad. Before they die, before this person we discussed earlier is going to die, they're going to be trying to get in contact with you. Do not respond. I don't care if you have children with them. The children's safe. Just the person ain't. And we're going to close it here, okay? A little bit of criminology for y'all, beautiful, lovely babies. Information packet pile 2. Let's get it. I'm hearing Cardi B get up 10 right now. Cause if it's all love, show me love then. Cause you hating on a bitch at what it sound like beast mode. That's how I give it up, nigga. So I think if you chose pile two, well, information packet pile two, you want like this glow up shit. You want some shit where people that was like such and such ain't gonna be shit. You about to become so motherfucking big that these people gonna be basically trying to start hate groups against you by basically like comparing you to somebody else, okay? Because like I'm gonna be honest, with you guys, I admire Cardi B, like real shit. Not on like on some like kiss ass type bullshit. No, the fact that her child is safe with her and feels safe and knows that my mama got me. Well, the person that possibly was calling her a hoe and saying somebody, need to pray for that child, possibly try to get her child taken from her. Let's be honest. If you grow up in the projects, what is one way people like to fuck with you? They like to target your children. So if you also pick this child, this information packet, we got more than enough battery. More than likely, you have people who are jealous of you making up things about you with your parent, like taking your parental rights have been possibly taken from you, or you got somebody trying to do that shit right now. You gonna become so well known and so controversial that ain't nobody gonna fuck with you or your children. And anybody who had anything to do with trying to separate you from your children, they gonna regret it. We got the king of hearts, no, king of spades. But if I said king of hearts, you got people who trying to act like we're the best advisors for you. They're trying to take on these soft, feminine aspects, but it's not showing up that way. It's showing up as a person who is just cold and calculated and doesn't have good listening skills. Cold comfort books. You see, I'm just like read the messages on these books, and you got people talking about you too if you chose this information packet. Like for real. You gonna be like, I go back to Cardi B. I saw a short clip of how her, like I said, her child feels safe, her family feels safe, and you know what you get from her is what you gonna get. It ain't gonna be some fake ass phony shit where, so this is our home, but behind closed doors, I hate this, and the kids looking like, you took all that time to get your hair, makeup, and clothes right, and yet you are screaming at the top of your lungs. That's why we got a whole ass house where nobody can hear us, because you don't want people knowing that you fucking angry and yelling all the time. But there's levels to narcissism. The basis of it, I want to have a family, but I don't know how to have a healthy family. So the outside world sees this is our family, but a child sees, and so this is where you start to notice with this king of spades here, you got people who are cold hearted. And I say cold hearted, they do not know what love is. They're just stuck hoping this will pass, it'll pass. Look on the bright side. You got people trying to act like love and light, who trying to like, and what's the worst that can happen? They trying to act like nothing's taking place. They're trying to cause a stagnation because something is moving in your favor. And these looks on these people's faces, these people are panicking. You may not see it on the outside yet because they're good at looking good on the outside, but on the inside their bodies are breaking down to the point that eventually they won't be able to smile when they're sad. Now you may say, well, how is that possible? You don't take care of your emotional, mental, and physical body. Your body says, fuck it, you don't want to take care of your body. I ain't gonna be here fighting for us. And your body says, shit, you ain't fighting for yourself. I ain't fighting for you either. And so when these people least expect it, and at a young age, they gonna start having like health problems of a person who don't take care of their bodies. Got an extra card for this one. All right, and so what's gonna happen is their body, they gonna try to keep that face up, that mask on, because a narcissist only knows how to be a narcissist. And some people be like, you all right? Like, yeah, I'm cool. They gonna be so used to looking a certain way and being received a certain way that when they try to do a certain thing, they gonna be like, God damn, why ain't this shit working? And people gonna really be seeing it for who they are. Now we got the 9 of Cups here. So let's discuss your beyond the shadow. What I do it? Forgive me. You're beyond the shadow. This isn't your beyond the shadow. This is somebody else's. The fact that I'm getting the reading done this way, I'm just gonna trust the flow. So this 9 of Cups here says you're beyond the shadow. You can overindulge. You know, you're being asked to manifest wisely because you are a master manifester. Law of attraction is definitely in your favor. So make sure you are doing healing as often as you can, because you may have people trying to psychically attack you and send you negative shit so that you can manifest negative shit so things will not go in your favor. And this is where I'm picking up this 6 of Pentacles and this 2 of Swords here. You have people trying to psychologically send spiritual warfare your way, so you can start manifesting an abundance of confusion. You are being so well received right now. People want the public to view you as a person who is just not stable, but what that is revealing about you is that you are being seen for who you really are, and these other people are being seen for who they really are, constantly causing conflict. In fact, some of them are being highly investigated right now. And with this Chariot card, it's gonna go in your favor. Whatever was hidden is about to be brought to light. And when you least expect it, you are going to receive a breakthrough. That's why you're being asked to trust this whole process, okay? Now, with this 5 of Pentacles, what I'm picking up here is there's still aspects of yourself you're making peace with, okay? Based off of belief system someone else said that you were or wasn't, you are healing through that. So you're gonna start to notice when you say certain things, the more clear your mind gets, your body will have a adverse reaction to it. Pay attention to this, acknowledge it, and then ask the body, what is it trying to say? Because this is going to reveal to you how someone strategically did everything, or multiple people did everything they could to have you attract poverty. And when you break through this, you're going to be able to manifest money and not go into overindulgence. Because the way you can attract Judases, if you chose this power, is overindulging. Meeting people who are like, give to me, give to me. The whole time you was out there grinding, and I'm hearing, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga, ask about me. So people asking about you. We got Cassidy up in the building. So you got people who they like to basically blur lines for you with boundaries so you can give to them. Okay? There was something set up with this Six of Swords here and Temperance. You are moving to peaceful, calmer waters. In fact, you might already be there, but you're about to discover new levels of it. And this is because you got to be honest with yourself. It's a choice. When I overindulge in shit, I overindulge. And being honest with yourself will help you get through this transition. That you guys are experiencing an ascension. If you got the Six of Swords and the Temperance together, you guys are experiencing a high level ascension. With this Four of Cups, you have people who are actively trying to trigger roots of sadness within you so that they can discredit your psychic abilities, okay? So that it will seem as if with this Ten of Pentacles that your home life is very unstable. But what they're actually reflecting to you is they're afraid of being seen right now for who they truly are, okay? You have people discussing you as if you paying their bills. But then we got this King of Pentacles. These people see that you're going to be so abundant and stable. But this King of Pentacles, you don't fuck with the King of Pentacles. Especially if it's in feminine energy. So basically, I feel like you got past the point of kissing ass. And people see that you are unstoppable. And keep posting all the fuck shit you doing. Thank you for the attention. I mean, you want to pay me with your attention. I appreciate it. All right. People can see that you're the King of Pentacles. You may not see it, but you see all these eggs here. You got 6 golden eggs and 1 blue. Something tells me an egg that you have is about to hatch. And the egg that's about to hatch is going to have you discover 6 golden motherfucking eggs. And I'm hearing, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. Nigga, ask about me. So with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands, you about to be a household motherfucking name. Now you may not be known, I don't feel that you're gonna take that bot route of being well known, signing fucking contracts, selling your fucking soul for a fucking $1 million, touring, doing some fuck shit where people say you on my schedule, your creativity is mine. Nah, I feel like you gonna be working from home with this Four of Wands, doing what the fuck you want to do, and other people gonna just sit there and watch you while they doing shit they don't want to be doing, and you gonna be a household name, and you gonna be known for putting the bad guys away. All right, but this is important to know for your beyond the shadow self, because with the amount of attention you'll be receiving, you want to make sure that you remain in your King of Pentacles energy. You're not gonna let somebody coming in trying to sweet talk and flatter you, because people respect the King of Pentacles in the King of Pentacles face. They know not to fuck with the King of Pentacles in the face. They may be hating on the King of Pentacles, but they ain't gonna be like, I hate your ass, I want to take everything from you. No, they plan and plot. See, the King of Pentacles says, I'm here to stay, bitch. I'm gonna do this shit, right? The King of Pentacles know that when you attract finances like that, you're gonna be attracting motherfucking enemies. So the King of Pentacles don't give a flying fuck if you think the King of Pentacles is such and such. The rules that the King of Pentacles puts out is what is gonna be. So this is where you have to be mindful for your beyond the shadow side. If you're overindulging, and if you are starting to become a tyrant, because if you become a tyrant, King of Pentacles energy, you will attract tyrants to you as well. Now, even if you're not a tyrant, you're going to attract tyrants, but they're not going to make it obvious they tyrants. In front of your face, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. These people, basically, they feel you already got a throne set up. I want to get into the throne. If you were divine feminine and the King of Pentacles energy, you got a whole lot of people gunning for your head right now because they like, yo, how the fuck is Shawty doing that shit? How the fuck is a baddie like that doing that shit? All right. So your beyond the shadow is saying forgive. Every day do forgiveness rituals, because you are about to be manifesting so fast. Like, it's gonna blow your fucking mind. Whatever, if there's something you was doing before that wasn't taking off, it's gonna take off. Now you're gonna be in the King of Pentacles energy, so you want to set the rules up. You know how, like, if you in a New York store at Macy's, and one of the Macy's, they have like some fucking brand like Dolce and Gabbana or whatever they call it. There's a line to get into it, and the store has a very peculiar setup, a very beautiful one. You can't just go in there like with a whole ass shopping bag. No, you got to come in there looking like you can afford the shit. Okay, so this is where you set up the rules. And the thing is, because a lot of people that want your throne, especially with divine feminine, people think this shit gonna be easy. I'm gonna go in there, give it a pipe, and we good. A divine feminine and the King of Pentacles energy is nothing to fuck with. People ain't the ones that ain't shit, they ain't gonna come and ask you, so what are the rules of this establishment? They gonna try to do some blurred line shit, right? They gonna try to be like, oh, so let me flatter you, watch you for a while, come up and flatter you and shit, right? Let me, yo, my nose itchy. Itchy, baby. You got a lot of folks talking about you. You gonna have people who ain't got shit acting like they got shit. And I don't mean when I say they ain't got shit. It ain't, what I mean is they may have money, but they ain't gonna have substance. They may be able to talk love and light, but they really dark workers. All right, you see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to find a way to describe this energy I'm feeling. They gonna try to create blurred lines, so you'll feel as if, I feel like I have to constantly keep being a maternal mother figure to you. See, these type of energies don't respect nurturing, the power of nurturing. They don't respect feminine energy. So what they want to do is because a divine feminine showing up in the King of Pentacles energy is so well balanced, it scares the shit out of people. You have literally obliterated any fucking idea of a fucking glass ceiling at this point. Okay? That they feel if they can get you into a position where you are in a toxic feminine energy, and what comes with that is conflict. They'll bring people with them to tear you down. They feel they'll be able to take your assets. These are people who plan in long term. So you need to be mindful to stay grounded. You need to be mindful to stay grounded. You need to be mindful to stay grounded and to not overindulge. I don't care if you got some extra money put into your account. If there's something you like doing, use self-discipline and take a day break from it. You may say it's just a day, but a day for you is like a whole 30 ass days. Okay? For somebody else, they may need a whole 30, they may need a whole 30 days to do some shit, not you. Your self-discipline is like that all you need is to say, I got a goal and I'm gonna find a healthy way to grow from this situation. While I'm going through, not being able to have certain things I want to play out. This is where you're gonna really have to dig deep, because it's not that the King of Pentacles can fall from grace. It's if the King of Pentacles is over investing in things that ain't gonna do the King of Pentacles no good. This is where the Judases come in. Okay? So at this time, if you have any addictions, you're gonna be working through that bitch. If you watching this one, you hearing this, you're gonna be working through an addiction. And because you may have underestimated your skill sets and others may have downplayed it because they did not want you to reach a King of Pentacles energy, especially if you're a divine feminine. Well, just know you're going to conquer that fucking monkey and people are going to be like, wait, how the fuck did you do that? And then you're going to have people trying to compete with you to end an addiction, only to start their addictions worse, okay? So this is a time where darkness is getting exposed. This is a time where people's true colors are being seen, and you stand in your power, and some would say stand in your bag, but it's exposing niggas and bitches. Because I believe y'all are the information packet I picked where I was channeling Cardi B to get up 10. All right? We're going to clear the energy. And I hope you receive those messages well. Transitioning to information packet pile 3. So beautiful pile 3, I feel as if you're being talked about in the ethereal world. There's a lot of love for you guys because you guys are doing things that is blowing a lot of minds. Like you're advancing so fast, and the ethereal realm wants to congratulate you because when you're having multiple ascension after ascension, like it's really kind of tough to try to not explain yourself to a whole bunch of motherfucking dummies who mad because they ain't having no ascension. And the reason these bitches ain't having no goddamn ascension is because they ain't doing the fucking work. Now, some may say, information packet pile 3. Well, you can't be spiritual I mean, how you spiritual? I remember when you first started out and now you acting like a whole nother different person. What the fuck you expect when you change with your caterpillar ass? And ain't nothing wrong with being a fucking caterpillar, but when you allow hardships to get you down and you don't continue to find a safe space so you can create your own cocoon, you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers wanting you to make the cocoon for them. They want to just sit there, rest in the cocoon that you built for them, and they want you to fight whatever it is they have to fight. If you chose Power 3, I mean, whatever, whatever. So there's nothing wrong with caterpillars. I love caterpillars, but the context I'm speaking, you got a whole bunch of caterpillar type niggas and bitches trying to act like they motherfucking butterflies. Now, these are type of caterpillar niggas and bitches, well, they not gonna keep going. They gonna just sit there in that same space. The only way a caterpillar can become a butterfly, they have to make one of the most difficultest journeys in the world. And what's funny is when these caterpillar niggas and bitches be like, oh shit, I'm gonna take down that butterfly, but bitch, I got wings and you don't. You haven't even left that spot because you're afraid of getting stepped on or something eating you. You're not even brave enough to trust that your ancestors and spirit and everybody got your back because you want to feel good this whole time. Caterpillars don't feel good. Being a caterpillar does not feel good, but that shit build character like a bitch. So let's get some more because I feel like people trying to start a war with y'all. We got the 8 of clubs here. If you chose this, your beyond the shadow side is connected to your communication. We're gonna get more information because I don't like to assume. But I don't like to assume. It's Moby Dick. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I continued inside. So, what this says here, the ethereal realm is saying, it's time for you to take some time to really just ground your thoughts and be mindful what seeds you planting because some shit about to take off real fast. You only want to put out on a piece, and you can write this on a piece of paper, what it is you actually want to bring into this existence. It's going to be very important because you have done so much good work to balance the universal scales. They about to bless you. Now, I'm also picking up, you're going to have people trying to get your attention. You're going to have people trying to have you explain yourself to them so that they can try to manipulate you so you can put their agenda out. All right? Don't fall for that shit. It's like, for example, you can meet somebody who's like, I ain't never met nobody like you. Who are you? People don't know who the fuck you are. They want to know. But to be a spiritual being in human form and you choose to be mysterious because this makes you happy and it protects your energy, and you got people constantly trying to get conversation out of you, do not fear that if I stay mysterious, bad shit gonna happen to me. No, don't even fear if you share something personal, bad shit gonna happen. No, just realize a lot of motherfuckers who supposedly got money, nobody fucking knows them. Nobody can supposedly get access to them. So if you got people trying to make you feel like you have to tell me this, you have to. They're trying to manipulate the situation. So this is where you constantly bring up the goddamn law. Because the people trying to manipulate the situation want to exploit you for financial gain. Okay, they want to exploit you for financial gain, but not only that, let's get a little deeper. They think basically you don't notice that on the path to becoming financially independent, you're gonna realize the millionaires and billionaires that you admire came up against people who literally fucking caterpillar niggas and bitches who try to tell a butterfly, you're not a butterfly. We see your wings, but we gonna act like we got the wings, and we gonna act like we gonna have you think you the fucking caterpillar. And when you bring the law up on these motherfuckers and bitches, they gonna back down or give you a little bit of chance to breathe. But with that 8 of clubs, they gonna send somebody else to. Can you bring down the walls? Cause we don't know pile 3, and we need to know pile 3. So the angelic realm, the etheric realm wants to say thank you for not giving in the fuck shit. Thank you for allowing yourself to take the time to heal and set boundaries. Because you entering a new tax bracket, and you about to see how people really operate, and they beyond the shadow size. And you about to understand your beyond the shadow size. And you about to really develop a deep connection with your spiritual team. Because you got people out here trying to get you caught up in shit. You gonna have people literally trying to investigate you in some way to see how you are able to be financially independent in a fucking Great Depression. And it ain't like you didn't put out the fucking blueprint, be your own goddamn self. These niggas and bitches and hoes, they just simply don't know how to be themselves. So you got with this Knight of Swords here, you got motherfuckers just trying to figure out, how do I move in fast? Because there's talk going on about you, not only in the ethereal realm, but in human realm. This person hella smart. They been bit by so many goddamn snakes. I'm afraid they might bite me. So you got narcissists shooken. Narcissists do not want to fuck with you. However, that's why they send other people to do the dirty work. People want to move in fast because they want to see. It's like they're mentally stimulated by you. So even though you may have narcissists, you also trigger trauma within narcissists. Narcissists can't keep their mask on when they with y'all, all right? I'm about to put this bad boy on charger. You ain't gonna really be seeing me, but just follow along, all right? All right, just follow along. You trigger a lot of narcissist trauma. Narcissists like to sit there and watch you because there's something very beautiful about you, but they don't like to be around you too long. So you're gonna notice while you're discovering things about yourself as you are ascending, narcissists, they ain't gonna be able to stay around you too long. They gonna feel vulnerable, and they gonna feel like they about to be exposed. But the way these motherfuckers gonna come in is on some 2 of Cups shit. All right, they gonna try to offer you partnerships, but what's connected to these partnerships is a whole bunch of emotional dissatisfaction. Now you able to manifest because you have, you're taking accountability of your own emotions. These motherfuckers ain't doing that. They just like, shit, we can build together. I want they like people looking for like a builder bitch. No. People want you to build them up. So you meeting people who like build me up bitches. Build me up niggas, alright? You gonna keep 100. Motherfuckers so emotionally wounded. They get triggered by trauma and shit. They come in with the Two of Cups energy thinking, oh shit, I'm about to take something from you. However, with this Hierophant here, you are so highly regarded in the spiritual realm. Whatever they give you, instantly transmute for you can be able to use it. So you might have people saying you a gold digger, you take people's shit. Who gives a flying fuck at this point, alright? If they bless you with something, no worries, it ain't gonna hurt you. It's gonna alchemize to work in your favor. Alright? You highly regarded in the motherfucking spiritual realm. With this star card here, anybody who's trying to basically shine bright like you, I keep saying this in every reading, but I'm about to feel the effect of it. Understanding of it. They gonna be attracting whatever you attract. If you are an Aquarius, you attract nothing but motherfucking darkness. If you are a healer, you attract a whole bunch of motherfucking people who basically just trying to heal off of you. All right? Anybody who's trying to take on your persona is about to really feel it. And this is a form of protection. This makes it so the ugly people really can't get access to you. And they be wondering, you be having people trying to manifest you. They be trying to basically, with this world card, they be trying to start cycles with you and shit, you know, to have babies with you and shit, because they feel, well, you popular. You got that star quality. I have a child with you. I'm set for life. However, people who have this intention towards you end up in the coffin. They don't even get to be cremated up in this bitch, right? We got the Ten of Pentacles. These people don't understand that your ancestors don't play when it comes to you. So these people be like, oh shit, I'm gonna get this pile, knock him up with a child, or trap him with a baby. I'm set for life. Honey, your ancestors got that Ten of Pentacles energy. They gonna protect what's theirs. You don't get the Ten of Pentacles by being a fucking punk, okay? Let's keep it 100. You have a lot of people wanting that Ten of Pentacles energy, but they can't even stand 10 toes down for themselves in the world going up against them. And Power 3, you done been through some shit, man. You got the Strength card here, all right? You got the Strength card. You done been through a lot of shit. You done had so much injustice happen to you. You still got a light ass heart. You know what I'm saying? With this Queen of Pentacles energy, you only share with those who are worthy of you. So it's like you gonna be having a Joseph moment. It may not be exactly like Joseph, but this Six of Cups here says you gonna be having people who trying to be family with you again, or they gonna try to form family dynamics with you, because they feel like, you know what? If I get connected to Power 3, shit, I ain't got shit to worry about. Oh, no, that don't happen. What actually happens is this Five of Swords happen. These people start getting treated the way they wanted to treat you. These people had long-term intentions to fuck your shit up. They was willing to be nice to you for 2 to 3 years, and then all of a sudden, change that shit up on you. Alright? They was willing to basically start stabbing you in the back, and you wake up and blink, how did this happen? However, because these people thought they could elongate abusing you, because they're just naturally abusive by nature. Well, Spirit is saying time will speed up for their asses. What they wanted to happen to you, you know, in a year span, gonna happen to them in 3 months. So you're gonna have a whole lot of people talking about spiritual warfare. This is Seven of Wands. Spiritual warfare. They basically gonna be fighting off the same goddamn demons they sent your way. It's like if you pick power 3, it's not good to wish ill will on you. It's not good to play a long-term deceit on you, because like I said, if somebody wanted to sabotage you, let's say like they had a year's worth of plans for you. All that shit gonna happen in a month. Let's say this person wanted to get you trapped with a child, right? They wanted to have you for 18 years, right? This person gonna be fighting spiritual warfare. 18 years worth. For every fucking year of spiritual warfare they wanted to send your way, it turns into 3 months. So whoever it was that really went above and beyond to try to get you to harden your heart, let me tell you something. This person gonna be aging so bad, they are being forced to pay off their karmic debt. Their life depends on it. They gonna try to take their life, but it ain't gonna work. They gonna have to wake up, aches and pains, the body ain't healing worth a goddamn. Go out, deal with that goddamn karma that they have to deal with. So if they wish that you got sex trafficked, if they wish that you lost your kids, they gonna be experiencing so much fast track shit. Like, especially if you got kids with them. And if they try to make you bitter. Like when I'm thinking about this Queen of Swords energy, she really sweet, but she had somebody try to block her heart so that she wouldn't appear loving. But the Queen of Pentacles don't give a goddamn. I mean, Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, she don't give a good goddamn how you feel about her. In fact, there's somebody just for the Queen of Swords, okay? Oh, gosh. Oh. All right, so we're going to keep going. So, but as I stated, somebody trapped you or tried to trap you with a child. Let's say they was just wishing, hoping and wishing and praying. Like 2 weeks. Let's say they did so much moon magic on you 6 months in a row, right? Well, time on the moon is quite different from Earth time. All right. It's okay, peak game. So what is a year on Earth is different from a moon. So when we think of moon cycles, you know, we say, well, let's just say after this full moon coming up, whatever intentions they put out for you based off of a rush of emotions, they ain't gonna be doing no more manifesting with the moon no more. Alright? With this Knight of Wands, let's just say karmic debt is about to start getting swiftly paid off. Alright? And the heavens want you to know, write down what it is you truly need, because what you need will give you what you want. If you write down what you want and neglect your needs, you're going to attract instability. And that's how you can attract Judases, all right? Let's close the energy out. Transitioning to pile 4. All right, beautiful, lovely souls. We got the 7 of Hearts. So your beyond the shadow side is diving into illusions. I feel a lot of watery energy here. And you have to be mindful, like when you're going to a little bit too far. If it's escapism, if the problem is in your face, you're feeling uncomfortable, and you like, shit, I just don't want to deal with this. I'm about to just take a break from it. And nothing wrong with a break, but it becomes escapism when the break becomes, I'm doing this shit every day. So this can be connected to addictions and things like that, all right? And the world we live in has taught us that addictions, they have to be cleansed in 30 days. They got to be cleansed this way. They got to be cleansed that way. No, literally, you have to cleanse your addiction the way you would cleanse the way you cleanse your addiction. You're not supposed to do it the way somebody else is supposed to do it. In fact, the reality of it, the way these drug addiction healing programs is set up so that people can literally come back out and get hooked back on some type of addiction. Okay, so your beyond the shadow side is connected to not honoring your own unique healing journey. And you may notice that people don't want you to heal the way you heal. They may be trying to force certain things on you that's not in alignment with who you truly are at a soul level. Don't take it personal. It's a reflection that these people do not know who they are. All right? So what I'm picking up for your pal with the Lover's card and the Knob of Pentacles, somebody is dying of a venereal disease, okay? It's very slowly and surely. When I see that Knob of Pentacles card, and I see these heads here, it lets me know someone has contracted a very fatal STD. And with the knob, it's learning. It's like the STD is forming. Is there stages and levels to STDs forming? All right. When I say there's levels to the STD forming, you can't treat something that's a level 3 with a level 5. This is where we go back to, people may not want you to heal the way you heal. You may be having somebody say, you should be taking medication right now. And they want to give you high dosages to get you off balance so they can't control you. This is where you say, no, I'm cool because I know myself. And that's enough. I'm not going to prove myself to you. Literally, people just want to know your business right now, okay? But somebody has an STD and it's developing in stages. It's developing in a way that they cannot get rid of it, okay? And it's developing in a way that when this person gets sexually aroused, they feel a flare up. However, this person is not acknowledging it. And they're only able to attract partners who are low vibrational and karmic. So you got a whole bunch of pretty face, young face karmics acting like they love and light, acting like they found their twin flame, literally spreading STDs that are very hard to get rid of, okay? We got the 7 of Pentacles here. You got people who's 9 to 5 with this Tower card here is to basically fuck people life up. With this 7 of Pentacles and the Tower card coming up in here, this bitch, you got people literally, their 9 to 5 is, I'm gonna fuck up this such and such foundation, okay? These people know that you can't manifest if they're in your life. They know that you can manifest by yourself. They know they can't manifest shit. So literally, the 9 of Pentacles to them is literally fucking you up from inside out. And then being able to see the outside version of the fucked up inside of you, okay? Now, 9 of clubs here. If you dealing with a toxic person you got a co-parent with, realize they're getting angry and bitter as hell. Your children are safe, and the way abuse worked in the past, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys about it. Children were harmed like it was nobody's business, and then you had parents narcissistically abusing them. But the new children we have now, if they with an abusive parent, they ain't afraid of the parent. In fact, the parent is afraid of them. And so it may look as if these people are close, but what's the child and the parent is close, but really the parent is so self-conscious of being seen as an abusive parent, they gonna let that child basically get their freedom. Now the child may not, show up like in the way you did. The child may show up basically if you breastfed your child. For the most part, most of us did. If you didn't, it's all good. But if you breastfed your child has aspects of you in them. So if you're a fighter, if you got this 9 of clubs here, your child is a fighter. Okay? When I say your child is a fighter, as you're healing, your child is healing, okay? So when you reach a certain level of awareness, your child reaches it. So if a parental figure is trying to, like scare a child if they're going to abuse them, the child is tapped into esoteric knowledge to defend themselves. Do not worry about your children being abused by abusers who would try to hide it. Your child knows how to protect themselves, all right? We got the Ace of Pentacles. So you're about to step outside your comfort zone, and I'm looking at the Queen of Cups. I just got quiet. You're about to have an experience to step outside your comfort zone to basically be able to be more compassionate with yourself. Now, I didn't say compassionate with other people. You think of the Queen of Cups like she about to take care of me. No, you're going to be basically learning how to take care of yourself on an even deeper level. All right, what this is going to do, this is going to create with this 7 of Cups here, create more protection around you. Because the more self-love you have, the more hateful people are really willing to literally kill you. See, we live in a time and age, let me tell you guys about this, where people, they won't kill you out of self-defense because you had it coming. They will kill you because they're jealous of the love and envy that you had. Jealous, envious people will project their shit onto you, but they would kill you because you have self-love. And then they will try to say, well, such and such had it coming. Okay? This is the time and the day that we live in, all right? So in this moment, we got the King of Wands energy and 4 of Pentacles presenting itself. You are going to be experiencing an ascension where you are going to be unbothered, and people ain't going to understand how to trigger you or to get you to tick. But what people underestimate about the King of Wands is the King of Wands will whoop that ass. And the King of Wands don't have to do it by putting hands and slaying motherfuckers. The King of Wands has let go of any and everything that doesn't serve them. The King of Wands is in a place where everything I need is all I want. All right? The King of Wands will whoop that ass, okay? Now, there's a message of Ace of Cups here. Love. I don't really got too much for that, to say about it. Hold on. It's going to be real peaceful for you. This full moon, you're going to experience so much love because you have so much self-love that it's really going to, this full moon coming up, when you're hearing this, it's going to be very beneficial for you because you're going to experience a very peaceful full moon. It's like the full moon amplifies your energy and allows you to experience the properties of that astrological sign of the moon. And you're going to be able to experience love, and people around you are going to be highly jealous and envious and planning and plotting your death. But what they don't understand is the King of Wands got hands. So don't be tripping about that shit. We're going to close this out. Now going to pile 5. So what I'm picking up, if you chose pile 5, you got transitioning, okay? The beyond your shadow side for diamonds is you are releasing anything that doesn't serve you. You no longer juggling ideologies that have you trapped in your own mind. You no longer juggling playing chess with people when you're communicating. You're gonna just get straight to the point. Because I feel like in this point in time, people gonna want to play chess with you. They gonna want to trigger you, all kinds of shit. They gonna want to defy your natural leadership abilities. And instead of just playing games with them and being like, well, let's do small talk and play niceties, you gonna get straight to the motherfucking point. All right, people ain't gonna like it. It's gonna make them uncomfortable. So you gonna have people saying that person's rude, that person's crazy, that person's this and that. What's actually happening is you setting boundaries, and narcissists are getting exposed, and they feel vulnerable. And what's gonna happen is the same motherfuckers labeling you shit, like labeling you how they feel about themselves, actually not gonna end pretty for them. You gonna only see them once for the most part, and there's a reason you may only see a lot of people once in your lifetime, right? Because they either go on and make the best of their life, or you would have to, call judgment on their asses, all right? So what's happening is your astrological sun sign is becoming we in the age of Aquarius, y'all. Let's keep it 100. We in the age of Aquarius. We are in the age of the motherfucking Aquarius. Okay? This is a time where authenticity reigns. We got the Emperor here, all right? This is a time where it don't matter how painful the shit is, walk away from what doesn't serve you, okay? This is a time where we got the Magician card here, where manifestation don't work like it used to. And people that used to manifest the old way are very highly pissed that, well, the way I'm trying to manifest ain't working. So this is where you got people trying to figure out how you manifest and all these options and shit. Healthy connections. We got 3 of Cups here. You got a whole lot of people trying to bring you a cup of love. People trying to manifest love, and they ain't able to manifest love with the good goddamn. Okay? So in this time, people who used to manifest the old way when we trying to figure out how are you manifesting the way you manifesting. We got the Knave of Wands. So what this is showing me with this crescent moon here, I'm going to show you guys. You are drawing in everything in pairs, okay? You got 2 owls and 2 lions. So you're going to be getting a whole lot of discernment with these owls here. You are the lotus flower in this maiden's hand. I'm going to show you this card. Glow up, glow up, glow up. And this cup here is saying, in this point in time, you're going to be holding on to your cup of love. But you're going to be having people trying to act just like you. Okay? You're going to be having people, on some Noah shit. when they built the ark and they had pears coming. Literally, anything, okay, you're going to be advised to in this moment, anyone that's not willing to protect you like a lion, and anything that does not have wisdom, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with it. You done did too much work to get off your tracks, okay? You have 2 lions and 2 owls here. Anything that is not wise, don't fuck with it. Anything that is not brave like a lion and know how to mind its own goddamn business, don't fuck with it. You understand? Because if you share your cup of love with somebody who's not wise, what happens here? You end up getting into some situations that are highly dangerous, okay? And then somebody who ain't wise and is fear-based is literally not going to protect you and is going to sacrifice you to whatever. Like, people will get to that person and threaten them some form or fashion and then convince them to turn them against you, okay? This is where judgment is being called, okay? You are under heavy spiritual warfare right now. Even though it looks like, you know, if you got 3 fucking evil beings up against 1 man and you still ain't dead, you here for a reason to keep going. Okay, so we got 2 of Pentacles here. You got people trying to figure out how it is you are balancing fame and how you're able to be so bright. You the brightest goddamn thing they done seen in all this goddamn darkness. And they trying to understand how you are maintaining balance with being psychically attacked. People trying to block your throat chakra. So it don't matter what the fuck they do. Realize you're doing something right if they are harassing you for speaking your truth, okay? Now, you gonna speak a truth on a waning crescent moon, and it's about to expose a whole bunch of principalities, okay? We got this Knight of Cups here. Now, you're protected. You could literally be exposing the goddamn government, saying all their goddamn business, and they can't find you. But let somebody else spit that shit, you know, share the same goddamn information that you put out. The government gonna swoop on that ass and click, click, bang, bang. Right? You understand? This is how fear-based the world is. Now, people trying to figure out why they can't get to you. Why you spilling their business, but why they're under attack. So anybody who try to copy you just a little bit, honey, they under attack. You gonna see a lot of messages being put out about spiritual warfare. They're jealous, they're returning. These people under spiritual warfare, okay? We got the 6 of clubs, wands here. You are in a position of authority where men want you, or the opposite sex, whatever, even if you were masculine, men fucking want you. That anybody who is still in this old patriarchal system is going to be blindly respecting you because you have the toxic masculines bound down to you. And they don't know how it is you getting these toxic ass masculines to bow down to you. All they know is they tired of being disrespected. Like, literally, I noticed. So I went to a makeup store, y'all, and there was an interracial couple, and I'm all about love and things like that. But the woman, she was like, you ever heard that when a quote unquote a white man get a black woman, he get a bad one? Well, he got a woman who was highly insecure and she shedded a lot of herself so she could fit in with him. I understand this because I used to do that shit, you know? I used to be like, I want me a white guy and I need to make sure I act a certain way if I want to get a white man, right? Well, when they walked out the door, the woman opened the door for herself. The guy was behind her. He held the door open for me. She peeped all of this shit. And I just simply walked past. Y'all was just like, yo, don't send that, you know, you can send that envy and jealousy my way if you want. But this is simply a reflection of the fact that you are with the man who doesn't respect you. And what kind of sister would I be if I'm like, well, he opened the door for me. He, you know, so he gonna start off and keep doing that. If a nigga, I don't care if you black or white, you a whole ass nigga in my eyes. If you show me that you ain't willing to open the door for the one that you fucking, how you gonna convince me that you gonna keep opening the goddamn door for me? So you gonna have a whole bunch of people like trying to figure out how is it that you got all these people opening the door, like treating you like a king or a queen. Also, what I'm picking up with the 9 of Swords here, you gonna be seeing a lot. A lot of people ain't gonna like being around you. Insecurity's about to come up. Also, some of the people that's willing to fuck you and leave with your sexual energy, they're gonna be like trying to say all kinds of shit about you. You notice that as you're phasing through certain levels of consciousness, before you were viewed as you sexy, damn. Now it's like is insecurities are getting triggered to the point I can't afford, aka control pile 5. So I'm going, like, you got people painting you out to be like Medusa. It's like I also feel you got somebody slowly planning and plotting on a waxing crescent moon to get close to you and to curse you like they would have done Medusa. It's something about your beauty that is so wild. You got people trying to curse you like they did Medusa, literally. Now, take into consideration, Medusa was highly sought after, beautiful. So what happened to Medusa? Medusa was raped. You got people who feel, and they're doing magic on a full moon, hoping that you will get raped. Literal shit. This is how fucked up humanity has become. They're doing magic so that you can get raped on a full moon. Okay? Now, Medusa trusted the wrong goddess. We're going to keep it 100, okay? She trusted someone who took her under her wing and said, I'll take care of you and protect you. But because Medusa was so pure innocent, people wanted to really distort her innocence to the point of no return. So Medusa was raped, okay? Now, I don't actually know if it was Aphrodite who did it, actually did that thing. But I know that my energy is protected from any two-faced type shit. So you got somebody trying to actually get you gang raped. They're trying to set your ass up right now to get gang raped, okay? And they planning this thing for like a long time. With that Knight of Pentacles, they are determined to basically see you fall off your throne and become a victim again. This is a person that is a victim. This is a person that their worst fears, they're wishing on you. But Spirit wants to let you know that you are protected, okay? These people are basically trying to play chess with you, but they're afraid of playing chess with you. You are a narcissist's worst nightmare. So, and you are winning. So what these people are afraid of is of their ill wishes backfiring on them. Somebody really wanted you to get gang raped. They wanted you to have a whole bunch of people. They want to have a whole bunch of people put their demons in you through semen exchange. You know, if you a divine feminine, you gotta have a whole bunch of toxic feminists wanting, hoping that a whole bunch of people would have put all kinds of nasty energy into you so that you could become like Medusa. Okay? But the funny thing is about this story, Medusa, doesn't stay like the image that we have of her very long. One of the beauties about having snakes as one's head, you have antennas into every goddamn thing. You know every goddamn thing. See, people was like, Medusa's a monster. No, she experienced so much fucking trauma. She developed high psychic abilities. Imagine if a so-called goddess of love, like real shit, curses you so that you could be raped and then knows it happened and acts like it didn't happen to you. That particular goddess would experience rape as well. Okay? Gods rape guys. If you have a god who's willing to rape a human, then think about it. Wouldn't a god be able to rape another god? You don't have people with god complexes raping other people with god complexes. Okay? So, in this moment, Spirit just want to let you guys know you are safe, protected, and any ill will that's being wished upon your way is going back to the sender. So if somebody wish you would have gotten sex trafficked, they're going to experience sex trafficking. If somebody wish that you would have gotten gang raped, they're going to experience that. Basically, it's starting to dawn on karmics. Everything they wished upon you did not take place. So now, this gonna be the last full moon that they do any goddamn thing to you. Because you about to witness these karmics singing a different tune. They gonna be experiencing trauma after goddamn trauma. And you gonna start to see that no amount of clothes and makeup is gonna hide that, okay? So, these people wanted you to walk around looking like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have no reason to live. They gonna be the ones not saying it out loud, but energetically trying to, can you have pity for me? Bad things are happening to me, and I'm sorry, I wish it upon you. Nobody gives a flying fuck. That is your karma to pay, not mine. We're gonna close it out and go to pile 6. All right. This is the last one. We have the 7 of Spades. On this picture, it says memoirs. So your beyond the shadow side is connected to living in memory lane, or going down memory lane often, where you have way better than your life, pretty much like your life, way worse than your life. Comparing yourself, looking at different people's experiences, okay? It's time you're being asked to learn some new stuff. It's time you're being asked to put out some new frequencies into this earth, because this is a point in time where you can talk about trauma and narcissists, but let's be honest, there's so much information about this shit. If ain't nobody taking the time to look it up, well, that ain't got shit to do with you. It's time for you to put out whatever it is, light codes, new ways of thinking. Put that shit out, all right? It don't matter if people say you're crazy. Einstein was considered crazy, but look, now they talk about Einstein in science classes. I mean, really look at this. Look at this for what it is. They're talking about Einstein in science class. When Einstein was building what Einstein was building, Einstein won't get no kind of support. People was like, what is that weird little man doing by himself again? And the thing is, the people that was fucking with Einstein, nobody fucking knows their name. Okay? So this tells me you are going to be well known, okay? You ain't gonna be known for like some fuck shit where, you know, well, you signed a contract and sold your soul to be in the music industry. No, whatever it is you're doing is going to actually give back to everybody. It's going to give back so much to the point that people who talked down on you and defamated your character and tried everything to cover up what they did to you, they are going to commit suicide after they are forced to pay all of their debts, okay? And the earth is going to start being more cleaner. Like, think about it. Less hateful ass people on a planet of love makes it so that the forest can flourish again. The waters will be clean. It'll be easier to keep trash off the goddamn streets. So whatever it is you doing is so big. You got people trying to offer you music deals. You got people trying to offer you maybe even some modeling contracts. And all this shit is to make your life a living hell, where you will continue working with difficult people who see that your calling is so goddamn big. This goes beyond, I want to be known. No, you won't like some shit where you gonna be in a fucking history book, okay? And it ain't gonna be where some biased ass motherfucker is trying to write an autobiography about your life based on how they viewed you. It's gonna be based on objective motherfucking facts at this point, okay? So you may notice that you are better when you are alone. You may wonder, okay, is it like how you may wonder, you may start to notice this is a strength of yours. You connect deeply to the esoterics. So whatever you are grounding into this actual physical plane, this is something that has been bestowed only for you to do. And you are going to do it. And basically, as you are transforming, people that do not want their truth to come out keep making choices to do hell's based shit. You got people, like, you may think that with me being honest, maybe people will have a wake-up call and try to do something different in a more healthier level. No, these bitches ain't doing that, y'all. They keep doing more devilish shit. It's like they keep walking through the gates of hell. So you are a booby trap for a lot of people, all right? You are a booby trap for anybody who is hell-based, anybody who is highly demonic. Do not fear, do not fret. Justice is on your side. Strength, your truth, your knowledge. You may be like, I'm like a single person doing this shit. You know what I mean? I gotta do it the way I gotta do it. And you gonna notice bears respect you. Lions, tigers, and bears respect you. People ain't gonna be able to understand how is it you are able to talk to some of the most nastiest criminals and they ain't fucking with you. But when these criminals talk to them, these criminals go above and beyond to fuck they shit up. How is it you able to talk to, you know, people, maybe even in the sex trafficking realm, but they ain't gonna fuck with your kids? How is it you could be airing people business out and doing it so smooth and cool, and ain't nobody fucking with yours. Okay? What happened is when you were younger, somebody cut something from your Akashic records, okay? They wanted you to live a mundane experience to keep them around. Now, here's what's going to happen. If you take a music deal or something that's going to put you out in the public in a way where you are seen as like the it girl, the it boy, and I'm touring, you can see me, literally, this is going to connect you back to your past. This is literally going, the hangman here is telling me, it's going to get you stuck because people are going to view, if you have children, anybody, they're going to say, well, your money is their money. You came here to do something so goddamn big. And it's so big, people feel that energy. And it's really part of your destiny to have a whole bunch of demonic ass people on demon time flock to you. Because honestly, you slay them with your truth and they don't like it. We got the Knave of Swords here. There's something that's so innocent about you. But when you speak truth, people don't like to fuck with you. People just, that's why you can have a lot of people trying to target your heart chakra and your throat chakra. Okay? You are so innocent. People try to taint the fruit. But if you can actually see the strength in this woman's body, this woman ain't nothing to fuck with. And she look young. You see what I'm saying? You may be, you may age so gracefully. You could be 50 and look like you're 16. And people will be like, oh shit, I found the perfect target. And when you speak, people don't like it. So you got a whole bunch of people on devil energy, wearing two faces with you, trying to put fear in your heart because they feel you don't know shit. You naive. However, you be the ones having the devilish energy people fear you instead of the motherfucking devil. How the fuck you got a fear-based person who on demon time fearing you? Come on, man. Then we got the Knave of Cups here. All right. So you're going to be connecting back to the essence of who you are. And you're going to start to understand that while people may be trying to get you to put out their fucking agenda, no, you're going to be basically, telling the universe what you want only. And you're going to be receiving it quite quickly too. Okay? Because you are not turning your back on the universe. And this Eight of Pentacles here, like what I'm picking up here is you are going to be attracting a whole lot of talisman on your journey. Like your life is like a fucking odyssey if you're listening to Power 6. Your life is like an odyssey where along your journeys you take trinkets from your enemies and alchemize it to use it for yourself. Now, this is going to be part of your life purpose. You will encounter enemies who want to be in devil energy so that they can trap you, and they will end up giving you very powerful amulets on your journey. Okay? They're going to be giving you so much shit. Nobody going to be able to find your ass if they looking for you. So, do not take any fucking music deals. Don't sign any goddamn contracts. Don't do any fucking modeling. Whatever it is you came to do is so fucking big. It's going to inspire a whole fucking nation. And it's going to happen on a waxing crescent moon. And you are going, like with this ace of cups here, full moon, 3 of Pentacles. I'm gonna get some, because this Conflict. Yeah, okay, y'all. So here's what's going on. This upcoming full moon, there was some. Okay, here's what's going on. Somebody did some magic so you could attract a false divine, um a false divine connection, and they wanted you to get gang raped. Basically, how the spell is done, there's a whole bunch of lust around you, okay? They wanted you to become hard-hearted again. So there was a lot of spell work done. So you could, oh my gosh, I'm meeting someone who's just for me. When really, all you got to do is stay to yourself, enjoy it, and enjoy the healing process of realizing that you do want to share, a connection with somebody, but not at the risk of hurting yourself. So on a full moon, somebody did some spell work so you could get gang raped. They wanted to disturb your peace. They wanted you to fall from grace. This is a person who's close to who did it is someone who's close to you. They don't like that you're an emperor energy, and this is a person that is willing to they willing to long term set your ass up. They got such good work ethic, but it's so fucking twisted. They don't give a flying fuck. This is a person that's jealous that evil men do not harm you, but harms them. So let's think about this logically. If evil-hearted men don't harm you and harm them, what the fuck makes you think this spell work is gonna work? This person wanted you to become Medusa. Okay? However, you gonna be blessed with psychic abilities beyond anything you ever known. Okay? Like, if you got, like, literally, I'm gonna show you this picture. Medusa literally has a shitload of snakes coming from her scalp. So that means the snake animal totem is embedded into your crown chakra. So you are able to receive information like a bitch. And the person that hoped that your peace would be messed up is going to try to commit suicide, but it's not going to work. They're going to actually experience something a little bit much worse than what they wanted for you. Nobody's going to believe them. And they're going to try to commit suicide so much that it's like spirit going to come knock on their door and say, no, you got a karmic debt to pay off. I'm not letting you leave this planet until you pay your karmic debt off. Because you ain't coming back fucking shit up for nobody else. So this somebody that don't like that you the king of pentacles. They don't like that you in control. This somebody you working with who they don't have any control of their life. This somebody that's you don't fuck with. This also somebody I'm picking up that they feel if you get put back in a vulnerable position, they can play God over your life. So do not fear that you draw out people's beyond the shadow side tendencies. You're protected. You're healing. The fact is, this person ain't gonna be able to heal from what's about to happen to them. And this Tower card is telling me what they wished on you to get gang stopped. Mama Moon do not play when it comes to fucking with her kids. If you wish for a moon child to get raped using the energy of the full moon, where the energy of the full moon makes sure that you wind up in the same position. So this person gonna be feeling, they gonna meet somebody who they feel real peaceful with. They gonna feel like, I feel like I'm finally healing. They're going to be going through so much sad shit. And they're not going to be taking heed to the universal signs. I wouldn't do that if I were you. See, it's not that the universe just let people blindly walk into shit. The universe lets us know, look, I know you've been doing some fuck shit, but you don't have to wind up down that path. You could actually just be honest about your shit, and this all will be over. All of this shit that's happening to you, your karma, all you gotta do is be honest about what you've been doing. Well, these people like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Now, they like the universe. It's like taking medication. Possible side effects, warnings. The universe puts it out there. But the people that choose to ignore it because they don't like truth, well, what happens? Somebody who gets gang raped might have a child. This child will be born from pure evil, but be of love. And this child will take on the will to live and survive of that parent. And they will become the emperor and leave a family behind. Interesting, right? Now, this child will be under heavy spiritual warfare from family members because this person leaving an abusive, toxic cycle against people who do not want to end the cycle of abuse. Well, this is where this child will be blessed with trinket at the trinket. And the spiritual warfare will show up in the form of a relationship. And connected to these false relationships is rape. So that the person can close their heart and not have protection. However, this child will always find a way to survive and be the King of Pentacles and never be disconnected from their mind, body, and souls again. And those who target this child, well, it's open season for rape now. Those who are so emotionally grief-stricken and have no control over their lives, they will not be able to kill themselves successfully until they start getting honest about why they have hurt others. And all is because they wanted love. They wanted to be healed by love, but they chose not to do the inner work. So they decided to try to control this person. They try to have this person think new beginnings are here for you in love, but really it was a whole bunch of magic. So somebody could attract one rapist after another. It looked like it was new beginnings, but the reality is somebody wanted somebody to commit suicide a long time ago. Okay? Now this child could already be here. This child could be coming into the world. But let's just say what was done in the dark is about to come to the light. So anybody who's been wishing any ill will on you, let's just say this waxing crescent moon, you're gonna be getting downloads about what's been going on, how it's been going on. And one of the reasons you may be the rape magic may be going on is because you attract a lot of suitors. And the people who is doing it, they don't attract a lot of suitors. So they want you to lose that shine that attracts healthy suitors. Because what I'm picking up here, there could be some. You are coming off as the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. You don't need no goddamn body. You also coming off as the Queen of Wands, the Emperor, and the High Priestess. This Ten of Cups saying family is very important to you, and you have walked away from individuals who went above and beyond to cause you to feel as if you were something that you're not. So you're going to discover something in your Akashic records that was done so that you could not have healthy people around you. And this is going to backfire. Whoever did that shit is really about to, somebody that was really upset and angry with you because they could, they felt like they didn't want to rise to the occasion when you came. So they got dealt a shitty hand at life. Well, let's just say a truth about to come out. And all of that trauma about to go back to the person. And they about to fall from grace. And on a full moon, something about to happen. A truth is about to come out on a waning crescent moon. Because this person is going to be this person is so obsessed with spell work that they love to abuse the moon cycles. All they know is abuse. So what's about to rise is them mysteriously, in a fast manner, everything they did is about to be exposed. Let's just say what comes out is going to be so well received. This person is going to wish they had never allowed devil energy to interfere with your destiny. You understand? This person did everything they could with spell work, with your hair. For real though. They did a certain spell work on a waxing crescent moon in devil energy. And let's just say some very wise older people watching this person. And you're being protected from this person because this person keeps trying to steal your innocence. This person wants information from you, but you're not willingly giving them the information they want. So they keep psychically attacking you, spiritually attacking you. And as you're healing, you keep releasing their magic to them. And you keep being seen for who you are. So something that was taken from you is about to be returned to you. And whoever is in this devil energy, trying to rule over you and trying to defamate your character, and who's spying on you and basically doing magic so that you can get off balance again. Basically, this person wanted you to experience getting gang raped so you could get pregnant. Like, this is some crazy ass shit I'm picking up. Now this person toiling and laboring, and they're sitting there watching you, wondering when all that spell work about to backfire. They wondering when you gonna become Medusa. However, they about to become Medusa, and you are about to set yourself free and fly away. Okay? And as we're going to end this message like that, you know, you got the information you needed. But do not fret and do not fear. You are so protected that these people cannot get access to you in any way. It's like they're trapped in a labyrinth of their own mental prison. Okay? Blessings to you and your family. And we're going to end it here. I wish you guys the best. Love and light. And sleep tight.